we are a community now. Do we help each other in our classroom?
Yes.
Haley, do we help each other? But do we have some problems in here? Not major ones, but do we have small problems every now and then? We do. Every community does. But today we're going to learn about a way to solve problems. And the way we're going to learn about, you can use now and you can use the rest of your life. Because as you grow up, you're going to always have problems. And it's good to know a way to solve them in a logical way, in a creative way, and in a way that really brings about a workable solution. And that's what CPS is all about. And part of creativity is problem solving and CPS. And so we've had this up for a while, but we haven't had a chance to talk about CPS. And so that's what we're going to do today. There's 6 steps in the process, and each step has a specific purpose. So once you learn these 6 steps, if you have a problem with a friend, you can use it. If you have a problem in school, you can use it. All right, the 6 steps that we'll be using today are sensing that there is a problem, fact finding, problem finding, idea finding, solution finding, and acceptance finding. So we're going to talk about these as we go through the problem. All right, step number 1. You know something is not working out. You know something is bothering you, and things are a mess. You wish you could improve something. You realize something needs to be done. Can you think of something in our classroom that's kind of a mess? That's kind of been a problem maybe for us this year? Allison?
Our desk.
What about our desk?
Messy.
Our desks are messy. Hunter?
The bookshelf.
The bookshelf does get messy. William?
On that table.
That table's a mess because I've got supplies on it. Laisha?
The closet's that.
They are, because now that we have our winter coats, it's messy.
Rearranging the desks and stuff.
Yes, what have we talked about rearranging our desks?
That is kind of like an obstacle course.
Yes, our room is like an obstacle course when we try to get up and go around. And that is the problem that I had told you a couple of weeks ago that maybe in the future we could work on. I wanted us to work on a problem that's been a problem for a while, and that is the arrangement of our desks, because we've said that it's kind of like an obstacle course in here. So let's think about these questions. Why are we concerned about the arrangement of our desk? Why is it even a problem for us, Braylee?
Because like it's everywhere, like we can't get through.
It's hard to get around when we're lining up. It's hard to get around. Tyson?
Something out of your desk, the like papers and stuff are trying to come out.
Yes, and when you try to pull things out of your desk, do you scoot your chair back?
Yeah.
Does that sometimes cause a problem for your neighbor?
Yes.
Yes, sometimes you say, oh, my back hurts. Somebody's chair hit me in the back when they were getting up. So that's definitely a problem. Hunter?
Like, when you're like going to get a tissue, you could leave your chair and someone could trip over it.
Yes, tripping over chairs that are left out, but just because we're kind of close here, and?
Sometimes when we scoot our chairs back and then try to scoot them back in, they'll either get caught in somebody else's chair legs, and then in between the desk legs.
Right. So coming to the board's a problem, lining up's a problem, just kind of getting around's been a problem. So where does this occur in our community, in our classroom? When is it happening? I think we've talked about it's happening a lot when we're just trying to get up and move around or get things out of our desks. Knowing what the problem is, we're going to brainstorm. So what I want to do is I'm going to make a bubble chart here. And in the middle, we're going to put and one solution that Connor came up with is he said maybe we could get some different desks. Some that have the chair connected to it. What's something else we could do to solve this problem? Mason, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that we could like, this kind of help with the desk, like, we could like kind of arrange the room, kind of like you could put some more stuff somewhere else, like you could arrange the room.
Right, we could have a different arrangement.
Yeah, and then we could connect those two, so you'd only have 3 tables and
That could work.
we could
Well, what about,
and if you sat on it.
what about if we had desks that are like hovercrafts? What if our desk could actually, if we pushed a button, what if they could actually go up in the air and we could kind of move them around as we needed to work with different people?
I think that's a little too advanced. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Okay, so boys and girls, what I'm asking you to do is think outside of the box. What else could we have? Tyson?
Like invisible desk.
Invisible desk.
Come back to watch my friends. No!
Anybody else have a kind of out of the box type suggestion? Eli?
Ghost desk so you can go right through them and don't have to worry about space.
Okay.
So you can go right through them. Oh yeah.
Okay, now boys and girls, there's something that you need to know.
That makes it first thing.
I'm going to wait. There's something that you need to know about brainstorming, and that is this. All ideas are acceptable, and no one judges anyone's ideas. So what we're going to do is we're going to practice that. That's part of this step, is learning how to think outside the box, listen to suggestions without judgment, and thinking without judgment, and just accepting the ideas. Hunter?
There could be like a button in your desk, and it could be like a rocket ship, and on the bottom there's some like turbo thing. So when you move the desk, you can fly around the room and just sit in the
Rocket desk.
desk that can fly and chairs. So when we sit in the chair, we can use our feet to go where. That's the same thing.
Okay, no, let's see. So we want flying desks and chairs.
Legs on the desk.
Right.
Well, they could be actual animal legs, and on the front, there could be an animal head, like a wolf or something, and then you can get up, and it will follow you, and then it will just sit right down, so you can sit on it, and then wherever you went, it would go.
So we're going to have like a live.
Yeah, I'll have a voice command, and you can tell it, like, stay.
Carl?
I was going to say we're just going to have like a little itty bitty pebble, and then there's going to be a little itty bitty button on that, and when you press it, it's just going to transform into any desk you want.
Oh, so transformable desks. Okay. All right, boys and girls, we have brainstormed a lot of different ideas here. You can see that some of us are really thinking outside of the box, and this is what you call, I'm going to have to move on, this is what you call brainstorming. Now, if you have more time, you're really looking for about 50 to 70 different ideas up here that could be possible solutions to our problem of our desk arrangement. So once you've gone through this brainstorming stage, which is actually a lot of fun, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
We come to step 5, and this is where we're actually going to find a solution. So right now we're kind of looking at these ideas, and we're thinking, which ones of these could we, like tomorrow, actually do? Connor?
Well, we could either do like different, since we can't like get different desks, maybe we could arrange them different, like
Okay.
in rows.
All right, Connor, that's what we are going to do today. A lot of these ideas might work, but for now we don't have any money to go out and get supplies. But what we could do is what Connor was suggesting, is we could maybe make a different arrangement. And we're going to talk about that in just a minute. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up with an arrangement, but when you each are going to come up with your own arrangement, maybe you've been to some other classrooms and you like the way their desks are, or maybe just looking at the space, you can think of a better way that we can move our desk around. So today we're going to look at rearranging our desk, and we're going to make a scaled model to help us figure that out. So here's what we're going to do. You are going to have, what's this called, class?
Graph paper.
A piece of graph paper. And if we want to talk about the arrangement of desks in this room, what do we need to know about this room? Ann?
The area and perimeter.
Oh, all right, there you go, the area and the perimeter. Now, who can help me figure out the perimeter of this room? Carl, can you measure it for us?
Yeah.
All right, hop up. Now, Carl, a couple of weeks ago, did we measure your foot? Yeah. About how big is your foot? Do you remember?
14.
Is it about the size of a real foot? It was about the size of a real foot. Do you know that the tiles of this classroom are exactly
1 foot.
1 foot long? So I need some help here. I need Carl. I'd like you to start over in the corner by the closet, and I'd like you to count the tiles until you can kind of get up to the blue bulletin board.
Okay.
How many did you get, Carl?
32.
About 32. And it's about 29 and about 32. Could we say it's about 30 by 30 if we wanted to just do an estimate? On my graph, and you're going to do this at your desk, you're going to draw the perimeter of 15 by 15 or 15 by 16, whatever you want to do. And I'm just going to pick a block here. So now that I've kind of got the room size, how am I going to decide where I'm going to put the desk? What would be a good way to kind of know how many desks are going to fit in here? What are you thinking, Caleb?
I know a way you can know how many desks there are.
Oh, okay. How many desks are there?
Or you can count the kids, because each kid has 1 desk.
All right.
But since we lost 1 kid,
Okay, so how many desks will we have in our model? 27. If one of these squares is about 2 feet and our desk is about 2 feet, one of these would be a desk. We do have 27 students, so to cut out 27 of these would take a while. But what do we know that we've used in math that's about this size? Something that we've used in math, Braylee?
Square units.
Yes, we've used square unit tiles. And each of you will get a bag.
And then just put them.
And you can use, how many of these will you need, Braylee?
27.
27. And then because you can move these around, you can arrange the desk and see what you think, all right? Now, after you've made an arrangement that you like, I would like you to take a pencil and trace around it because we're going to present these, remember? All right, so that's the next step in our lesson today.
It's 15 like this. Oh my God. Alright, so I'll put it
Right?